Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Mark D. Wiz, and I'm here with everybody's favorite.
No.
Yeah, you're everybody's favorite. For the one person that watches this.
You're here with yourself. Okay. Nice to know.
Anyway, we got special Christmas music. Well, I mean, it's not Christmas. It's winter music.
How did I break everything?
Yeah, you finally noticed the title. You did! You laid out everything, so everything broke. It's all broken now. You changed it, and it's all broken. Hold on, let me show him. Tim was trying to find, like, bugs in our collision detection, and boy, howdy did he find them. Like this. I just walking the fucking wall for no reason.
Yeah.
I had no idea. No idea what that's doing now, but we'll look at it. By the way, this is the Retrovention game. I didn't mention it already. Oh, he can't walk off the left. I have a feeling it's just not connecting here, and then it's pushing him through. But yeah, we'll look at it in detail later.
It's probably it's very tiny different than that where you can walk through.
This one looks
like it's right below this point. Nah. If you zoom in, is the collider on? You sit in the corner. The roll point is failing.
No. Alright, hold on. Let's get the collider, get the collision box. See how broken this shit is.
Really?
Oh, fuck, really? Is he supposed to do that?
Yeah, that's why I put the spike on the right.
Yeah, that's what goes all the way through.
He's walking over that circle perfectly.
Yeah, he's walking over the circle fine.
And even though those are points very close by.
Well,
so.
You know why? We fixed that when we said if a point has walkable angles on both sides, then it's not a wall.
Yeah.
So as long as it's a walkable angle on both sides, so we can have infinite resolution on the circles now.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why spikes are breaking.
Yeah, I don't get that. We'll have to look at what the collision results are.
You'll see the entire thing. He's just walking right through it until his center point catches it.
Here, I think this is just too steep to walk down.
Yeah, there's something wrong there.
I don't think there's anything wrong. This is too steep to continue walking.
No, that's what I said. It's correct there.
Yeah.
So jump off, move to the right.
Right, and that looks correct. Don't see anything off here. What was wrong here?
Yeah. Nothing?
Oh, okay.
Just read the scene to make the circles bigger again.
Yeah, this one.
And I ran into those little issues.
That looks okay. That's alright. Yep.
Yeah, and then this roll point probably doesn't fail because the corner is hitting the other thing.
Well, this one fails. What the fuck's happening now?
On the left side, the corner is hitting first, so that's why you don't notice the error. The corner works, but just everything else doesn't.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? Oh my god, you broke everything, Tim. Look at
the spike catcher is failing.
This
system is broken somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this corner works.
Yeah, that corner works. That part's alright.
It's just the spike catching.
Yeah. Well, we did hastily add that stuff in last time, so.
And you changed the environment, so we didn't really have the spike test anymore.
That's fair enough.
And so we haven't been testing it.
Fair enough.
Also, jump off the biggie on the left.
Got that red button now. Jump off biggie from the left.
All the way on the left.
Okay. The screen. Here we go. He's going. He's a motoring.
Yeah. So eventually you can walk into those little gaps on the left. Try getting in there and going into the wall.
Alright, that's probably normal. It's probably a ceiling. Yeah, those are probably ceilings.
Yeah, there's one of these little spots where he gets glued in.
Really?
I think it's the bigger sections further down. I think it's the big sections at the bottom.
Big section at the bottom.
I came from below when I found it.
Oh wait, no, this one got me caught. This one. Is this a double?
Might be.
We do have one that's a double.
That could be the issue, yeah.
Let's see. Can I just click it? And here, middle 3. Nope, it's not. There's nothing under it. So... Oh wait, it's the one above him. Is that middle 2? What's this one? What's the thing above this? Middle 4. Yeah, that's the double. So that's probably
Yeah, that might be the issue.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. So we don't know what's up with that.
The spot that where
Yeah.
I just noticed is probably the other end of it or something.
Yeah, I took the double out and he's fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that part works. Oh, this oh shit, he's stuck. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
No! Yeah, it's tough to get him out of there once he's in there. Fuck! Alright, I think I gotta reset him, or can I just get him through? I know he's stuck now. Alright, reset.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably just doubling up that's happening there.
Yeah.
So the one where he just walks into the floor, I think is because there's actually is a wall there. Or rather, it's this rope point collision that is failing.
Yeah, it looks like the spike collisions are just failing.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom one since you said to check that out. Alright, haul some ass. Here we go. Yeah, I got stuck here too, but let's see if it's the same deal.
Yeah, that's the one.
So middle 2, that's another double. So that's
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. So the doubles is
Got
broke.
something about that.
Yeah, this one works fine. Down here. Over here. Yeah, he's okay. So doubles are still
And doubles
broken.
makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense because it checks to see if you're still attached to the same collider when you turn around, but it will
Yeah.
just find the other one and be like, oh, you're attached to it.
We probably should do that more in midline refs than colliders.
Hmm.
Like, is it the same general angle as before?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And if so, ignore.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, the rope
we
points
got
are failing really hard.
this fucking part. This part actually baffles me. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Like I said, if you zoom in, it's like
Oh,
a
you know
little
what?
higher.
Yeah, you know what it is? This is, like you said, spike detection is failing. So this
Yep.
is just another spike collision. This is still a spike here. This should
Yeah.
be hitting. So why the hell
And the
is it
corner
not?
is probably is being excluded here. Because he's higher than the spike detection.
Yes.
And it's just running into a floor. So it's...
Right, it's just hitting the floor, so it won't hit it. And this one, of course, won't hit anything because it's underneath. Yeah. So it's
So
up
it's
to
really
the
just one
spike.
bug.
It's up to the spike here. It looks like it, yeah. I would agree with that. It does look like it's just one bug that's proliferating. Other than the overlap stuff is a separate one, but yeah.
But anyway, show us what happened with the meshes on the circles.
Oh yeah, so Tim did his homework. And we got he's got turns circle colliders, or well, turns circles into like
Polys with
multi-sided poly colliders so that we can actually walk on them. And
Yeah, so lower the count.
yeah, you can lower the count of sides, or you can increase the count
Points
of
basically.
sides. Yeah, but effectively gets you more sides, so you have a smoother.
So yes, so it's like 3 or so.
Yeah. So if it's 3 is the minimum that you can have. Does the rotation work now? Oh yeah, it does.
Yep.
Cool. So you can set how many sides you want, and you can rotate
Yeah.
it the way you want it.
So here's the thing. Rotate it. Scale it in Unity, so it's not rectangle anymore, but just.
Oh, like this.
But you need to make sure it's on a circle, otherwise it gets you don't see the differences.
You mean-
The less points you have, the more you see the rotation
Oh
effects.
yeah.
And now look what happens when you rotate
That's cool.
the variable here, and look what happens when you rotate in Unity.
Okay. Oh yeah. Because you're rotating points around. You're right. Yeah, that is what would happen. Yeah, because you're defining the rotation of the circle, and it's defining the rotation of the object. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So this will help you make some really unique shapes.
Yeah. What's good, stud? Now we're just programming the platform and stuff. We found some bugs.
Yeah, and Unity's way of doing it was a bit difficult to get everything aligned how you want it. So that's where both rotation values
Yeah,
exist.
I think that that's the best way to do it. Yeah, we're showing off Tim's circle collider thing here. Yeah, we'll be squashing some bugs. Rat bastards.
Yeah, it works like a charm, but you just gotta get rid of the memory leak later on. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It might
In the
still
edit
be
mode.
Yeah, it might still be doing that. But yeah, that's fine. Let me turn the player's collider on by default here so we can actually see it every time we restart. Yeah. Okay, so. The fuck's
Something's
going on?
bugged in the spike collision.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna move him up here, since it looks like that's basically what's happening, yeah, and that gives us a good test ground here. In fact,
You walk right in.
yeah, that's the problem, yeah. Where is this thing? This is poly circle, so I'm actually gonna copy this, and I'm gonna bring him up here.
We know it's a triangle.
No, yeah, I know. And I'm gonna do this, and I actually move Ricky up there, and part of the reason I'm doing that is to minimize the amount of rays that are gonna get produced when he's walking. So it might be easier to whittle him down if we have to cycle through him. So, yeah.
Yeah, with the ranges on those rays.
Yeah, it's like a good 10 units or something like that. Like, it's pretty big. We'll make it adjust automatically eventually, but terms of service. Terms of service.
Quit!
Get out of here.
Yo, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah.
Good thing we don't got a webcam. It'd get us banned immediately.
Shut up.
All right, so let's step through this. We've got our debug.
He says in all seriousness.
What's that?
He says in all seriousness.
Yeah. Okay, so that collision would have happened. I don't know why this thing keeps going in and out. It might be on the wrong Z. Oh, you were saying how they weren't on the right Z axis, right? Oh yeah, he's way in front. The other ones are way back. That's why it's doing that. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll adjust that later. Not really sure exactly why that is. Yeah, all the circles are on the collider layer.
Yeah,
and
so
all
they use it at the beginning.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's why I had the hard code Z equals 5 at some point, just to make sure we're at the same level.
Yeah. Yeah, right now they're on 0, so Z equals 0, so they're right in line there.
So you see how the meshes don't render on the opposite side?
Oh, yeah, I didn't check that. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that makes sense, though. That's an efficiency thing. Because if it renders the back, that's actually 2 renders. The front and the back are separate ones.
That's why I had to make sure that the order of the triangles was reversed from
Yeah.
what you'd expect.
Right.
Because the 2D view is apparently the wrong side.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't know, especially since, because Unity will automatically draw sprites on the other side. And Unity might have some optimization doing that, but in general in 3D, a polygon render has only one side to it. So if you want the back side to be seen, you have the rendered polygon twice. And that's why in games, if you go behind the geometry, you get out of bounds, and you look and you're like, oh, I turned around in the building, you can't see it from the back, that's why. Because if they rendered it from the other side, it's wasting memory, or it's wasting render time doing that, and it slows the game down. A little fun fact there. Oh well, anyway, so let's step through. Did he hit it? It's hard to tell. He must have hit it at this point. So
I should have, but
yeah, we'll see if he acted it or not.
make the spike triangle just a bit smaller, then we'll render correctly when you zoom in.
Do what?
Make the polycircle triangle smaller, and then it will be detected. It will render properly.
The polycircle.
The object, make the entire object a bit smaller,
Oh, and it won't disappear, you mean?
It won't disappear anymore, yeah.
Sometimes if you double click on it, it keeps it.
But it seems like the
Oh,
core of
this
it.
works too. This works fine. Now I can see the green. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot my spot. I thought I activated it. Apparently not. There we go. Okay.
It seems to be happening because halfway off screen or something.
Huh. Alright, well, he would have run into it, so it should be here in debug that something happened. For mode raycast? What?
You never pick up your phone, do you?
Yes, that's not my phone. Somebody else pays that bill. Debug 4 collide results. Line ref check. I thought we had a readout of all the
We should have.
reverse rates for doing
Not sure about that one.
yeah. We did. Oh, here, solid. Oh, wait, it'll tell us what happened though. So that's microseconds. So spike rate. We only had one hit. It was none. So yeah, as we detected.
I mean, in this case, I could imagine like it'd be thinking both sides are walkable, but that wasn't true in the other object.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too. Right now, my two theories are either A, that one, that it's detected that both sides are walkable, but it shouldn't. One should be a ceiling. And the other thing I'm thinking of is that maybe it's mistaking itself as a beam in the wall collision, and it's discounting.
Maybe it's
itself.
an error in the in your layer masking.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. I bet you're right. That was one of the last things we put into. I bet you're right. Well, let's look right here. You shoot the ray out, and we use something. Let's break it to the next one.
Because if you set on the layer masking to exclude
Yeah.
player, then you were roused.
Yep, we did the wrong one. It's supposed to be plus player. So it's supposed to be solid collision layer mask plus player, which last time.
Let's hope that's it.
Yeah, last time we did them here. So let's see. It put all the layers into all the ones that we want to hit into here, and then set that collision mask, the normal one that hits walls, and then it adds the layer that the game object is on, that it's currently attached to, and that will be the player layer. And then, so that should be set okay now. I bet that's what it was. We'll find out in a moment.
Sounds like it makes sense.
Nope. What?
Well,
Really?
it would have been a bucket away.
What the hell? Alright, hold on. Let's look at the layer masks themselves. Player, plus player, and without player.
Includes player.
Okay, well, let's see. Plus player. This is... Oh, that's the walk ray. Shit. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, that's the wrong one.
changed the wrong one again.
Derpy.
You might want to explicitly comment them.
Wall check. Detect points. Okay, here. Okay, these are the reverse rays. Right, okay, so this is plus player. Now that I got it right, we think. Let's see. Hey, yeah, that was it. You're right.
Yeah, okay.
Good thought. Good thought. 'Cause that was definitely the last thing that we changed. So yeah. we
So
gotta
I
check all the other
demand
stuff.
a stream tile change.
The mark broke everything. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll do that. You are absolutely right. Okay.
Okay, so the examples below now work now?
In parentheses. Sorry, Tim. There we go. There we are. Stream title updated. Alright, let's see if this is working right now. It's hard to see with all the stuff in the way.
That was tricky, but you're not walking into it now, so...
Yeah, it looks like it's right. Yeah, he's stopping right where he's supposed to.
Yeah, the corner's not working there because that system isn't implemented.
Yeah, that's alright. And he shouldn't, he should not be able to walk back yet. Here. Works here. Looks like it's working there. We'll zoom in just to be sure, but I think we're all good. Yeah, he's working. Yeah, that's all it was. That figures. I was thinking, like, something systematically had to change because all of a sudden this shit's not working. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, let's just leave the stage kind of like this, so we have examples.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you can still walk over those high density circles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so here's what you do. Make a random circle somewhere, and use up the scale to rank really high.
Okay.
And then super condense it.
Oh, yeah.
But save before you do so.
Yeah, fair enough. We fixed it. We fixed it. Alright. So he's gonna be a big boy. But he's gonna be super dense. Like 1,000 points.
You'd still be able to walk it, but
that's actually not
Uni's gonna slow down.
dense as I thought it would be. Let's go higher. Yeah, there we go.
You gotta slow down your machine, man. Hold on.
2,000 points. Alright,
Don't go overboard.
Save before we do this.
Something is gonna blow up.
Oh yeah, it's lag central. Oh, it's fine.
Well, he's doing it.
He is doing it. It's just lag central. Alright, we'll do that.
And I think that's primarily just because of the amount of reverse race.
I think so, yeah.
Good.
So we should be able to call them, eventually with optimization. Okay, 1,000's not too bad. He lags a little bit, but not a lot.
That's a crazy amount.
Yeah.
Look at the
That's pretty funny.
the debug race, by the way.
Yeah, they get lagged too. That's funny. I think it's also because they're increasing the amount that they're moving because of the lag as well. Alright.
So one thing I'm willing to test, actually, since these circles have like 100 points and whatnot, those are spike detection. You can see them when you run into them.
Yeah, they should be. They should be spike detection, yeah. If you run into the side, yeah, it should. Okay, 200 or so works pretty good. It's not too bad. It's pretty dense. It's pretty dense for what it is.
You can't visually tell the difference between the actual circle.
No, not really. Not at that size. I'm gonna bring it down to 3, a little smaller. I'll do like 2.5. See how that acts.
And every time you half the diameter, you only need half the amount of points on there.
It's handling it like a champ. It's pretty funny though. Yeah. Yeah, we fixed that whole thing with the walkable ankles, thankfully. That's cool. So we don't even need to do the future walk step with that.
Yes.
Which is really nice. That was what I was thinking about earlier today. I'm like, yeah, we actually don't even need to do that now. If you can walk it, you can walk it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you really, even with the gizmo off, you can't tell that's not a circle. You really can't. Look at it. It's exactly like a circle. That's cool. God damn it, why people
So,
calling?
if we lower the point count then,
What's that?
That's my brother calling.
Oh.
Lost her handset and she's not sure where.
Oh, okay.
So maybe she left it in his truck. Like she looked in her coat pocket, walked around.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so her mother, we don't use the phone because we got cell phones, so we give the phone line to her mother, and apparently she'll ask the receiver, so they're calling it trying to find it. Jesus, man.
I was saying, if you lower the point count on those circles,
Mhm.
at what point can you visually tell it's a polygon and not a circle?
Oh, good point. I don't know. Where is the camera here? I'll move the camera so that we can actually see it. Where's the camera? Oh, why? Sorry. All the way down. Okay. Alright, so now what we can do is look at this. Well, I don't like that. Hold on. I can always put this back to normal after. So let's find. It's this one. Alright. So you want to know how low the count can get before you can tell, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was really quick, actually. It's around the 37 mark that looks almost indistinguishable. Like, you can tell if you look really hard, but after that, it's a circle. Yeah. So I would say about 40 is where it's practically indistinguishable, and then about 50 where you just can't see it anymore.
Set it to 25.
You can still see a little bit of jaggy. It's not bad, though.
Yeah,
Like, if you rotate it, you can see the flickering.
that looks about right for something with pixels, maybe, but
Yeah.
30 probably is the best
So if you do
actual
40
full circle.
and you rotate it, you only see little flickerings on the edges. So let's go to 100. And now rotate it, and you don't see anything.
Of course, if you scale it up now, you're gonna see it more.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You increase the diameter.
So yeah, it's something with the diameter and count
Wow, even at
balance.
diameter 8.5 with 100, you can't tell. But if we go 40 like we had before, now you can tell. You can see the-
Yeah, but set it to diameter 1. Now lower the amount of counts to these counts.
About 19 is about where it becomes roughly indistinguishable.
So let's see if this is true. 20 divided by 1 is a circle.
What do you want?
So, diameter 2.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I would imagine now that you need about 40 of them to make a circle.
Oh, maybe. 30 is getting there. 30 is almost indistinguishable. It's right at the cusp. So 35, you probably...
Because I would imagine there's like a ratio between count and diameter.
Yeah. At 35, you can't tell the difference at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, though. Yeah, at double the diameter, you would expect to need double the faces for the same
Yeah.
functional resolution, to be honest. Oops, I buried chat.
It's a bit hard to tell, but I think seems solid enough.
Yeah, I think so. Cool.
So what's the
Um,
jig giant circles like? How big are they?
These ones, diameter is 7, and they are 90
So 7.
faces.
So say we need about 140 counts
Probably.
for a circle that size.
These ones,
Or le-
smaller ones are diameter 2, they're at 50, so they should be alright.
Yeah.
And this one is diameter of 4, and it's at
Yeah, that's deliberately low.
Yeah.
To,
Alright, so given that, let's take a look at those other ones. Just to see what they look like.
I kind of feel like you could code in like a hard limit where it's like 2 times the 20 times the diameter, and then go higher than that.
Depends. That assumes that your camera doesn't scale though. But if your camera zooms in at all, you might want it to be higher than you would expect it to be.
Yeah. Good point there.
Yeah, I can't. I'll be honest, I cannot tell that they're not circles just looking at it. I just can't tell. They just look like circles. That's funny. That's pretty cool.
Because you have to realize for every count, half of that is a triangle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you count of 100, there's just 50 triangles in there.
Hmm. Biggie's invisible now. With the gizmos on, you might be able to sort of see it. Well, you can kind of see it because of the rays. They reveal where the points are. But even then, like, if
It's
you look
just
at it, it's just a circle
like-
with dots on it.
With a circle with dots in.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of Christmas decoration. That's why I turned it red.
So yeah, what needs to be done now on the layer mask custom?
Boring shit that I'll probably just do off stream, to be honest. It's
Okay,
functionally
sure.
complete, but it's just a lot of UI shit, and then just like hours of staring at code and trying shit. So
Alright, there's your off-stream assignment.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'll say it's not particularly compelling. So I'm gonna leave that for later. Are there any other glitches that you found that don't seem to have been fixed by?
No, I think you fixed it.
Okay.
We'll handle overlaps at some other date.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot I got Polly over in the corner.
Oh yeah, the triangulation. You want to put that in?
What about it?
The actual triangulation for these polys?
Oh, you mean to split them up into a thing? I'd rather work on gameplay stuff at the moment. We can do that later. Number one, because I didn't prepare for it. Number two, it's more of it's just we're just staring at the screen for a minute. I want to
Yeah, I
get.
don't think that makes sense out.
I want to get them running and jumping and not moving in the walls. Shut up! I'm
Well.
excited.
Time to make them fall.
I guess. I'm trying to think of how we should approach this. And I'm also thinking, are there any edge cases that we don't currently account for? But I think everything's working properly.
Well, wall line wrapping is a thing that we haven't done yet, but
Oh, the wall. Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. I'm not
I
really...
think right now we just need to copy and paste the code into wherever it needs.
Yeah. And before I do that, I'm going to save this into our
As much as that's a
repository.
crime.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I gotta blink out the screen for a minute. I'm gonna save this into our repository before we fuck it up. Because that's the best course of action right now. Fixed layer mask glitch that disabled, or not disabled, but disrupted spike detection. There you go. I put an actual comment in there that time, and it was a good one. The last update that I pushed to the repository, I don't know, I typed something stupid or I didn't type a comment. Tim's like, really? He's like, I go forth to the effort to put in good comments, and you just put something like that in.
You just wrote in point stuff.
Yeah. Nah, it might be dropping frames because it's trying to upload. Okay. Alright, that's fine. This is a temporary flub. Anybody on
seeing frames
YouTube
anyway.
won't see the frame drop. What's that?
You'll be seeing it anyway, you get a still image on screen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it might make the transmission stutter on Twitch, though. Like it looks like buffering or something. Anyway, alright, so let me move Ricky back down to the floor. And we'll start.
Yeah, I don't know, it's fun to leave him up there.
Yeah, but it's harder to test.
We gotta test falling.
Yeah, I know, but it'll take a while to hit the ground. I can always jump and fall. Yay, okay. Alright, now we're gonna just do a dangerous level of copy paste. And
Yeah.
hope it works out.
Never do.
Probably
You
won't.
do it anyway.
Okay, so essentially what we're going to attempt to do is to replicate the code for detecting walls into the jumping code which is probably gonna
Yeah,
be
because you wanted to segment everything distinctly.
yeah. It's probably gonna be
So
super
that's-
busted at first, but we'll work through it. We don't have.
So
a
let's
walkway.
identify what regions do we have. But don't concern yourself with walking across walls yet.
Hmm. Yeah, we
Let's just
can't.
do standardized collision first.
Right.
No limers. What do we need?
Do we do a walk right? I mean,
Hmm.
we have to detect when we hit the floor, right? So, I guess.
What? First, what do we need? You know, we need the corners to function,
We do. Yep.
and we need the spike collision to function. That's the basics to start with.
Yes, but we also have to detect when we land. I think the walk right exists, kind of, sort of, in the falling code. Oh, Peacock's still there. Because it's there for sentimental value. The Peacock.
Peacock. Oh,
Yeah, remember Peacock? We were trying to figure out how to do directions and angles. And...
yeah, that's fun.
No, it wasn't. That shit took way too long.
But like I said, start with the corners and the rope point system. Then we can work on the wall, the landing code.
I think the landing code's already here, kind of, sort of. This is technically the walk ray. It's just.
What do you say?
This is technically the walking ray, but for the falling state. So it's kind of already here, the landing portion. I'll be honest, I think we should start with that part, and then work our way down.
Oh, we don't know how it interferes with the rest of the collision kind of thing.
Well, it works in tandem on the walk code, so as long as we follow the same procedure, it shouldn't be too bad.
Sure, go ahead.
So let's analyze what we have first before we break it. The ray shoots in the direction that you're falling and moving. So it's like you're literally walking through the air. You're following that line down. We check to see if we hit ourselves. There's no layer mask. Oh, it is layer mask here. I must have added that when I did the other ones. Okay, so well, it wouldn't.
I mean, the landing ray is pretty
find
simple.
itself then. We don't need that. Find itself.
The landing ray is pretty simple.
Oh wait, no, it still might find something. Sort of, but it got more complicated that we changed the way that walking works. But there's some stuff in walking that we won't want. The last game.
Your center points finds something.
Hmm.
Is it a 4? Yes, no. If yes, let's cast a line reference. That should be the core of the system.
We get the line ref. We see if it's good or not. If it's not, then ignore it. Oh yeah. If we get a line ref, we touch a line, but it's invalid, then something went horribly wrong. So there is that message there. And then otherwise, we attach to the line.
I've seen it pop up today.
It does sometimes. It does, and
Because
usually
you
when you
broke
get
the whole system.
usually when you're inside of something and it's like I don't know what to do because you're inside of it already.
Yeah,
And
that's what happened when the spike collision failed.
Yes.
That makes me laugh.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's showing the Sophie today. It's like, you're getting error message. Something went horribly wrong. Oh yeah. Yep, that's there.
Yep. Yes, it is.
That's the thing.
Yes, it did. Something did go horribly wrong. So we set the floor angle. We set the absolute floor angle. We do the move distance set to what it needs to be, and rotate body with floor angle. Okay, that's just our fun little mess around thing. And then move distance actually gets applied. So yeah, all right. That's nothing too complicated here, but I am going to. In case you were standing previous last walks, you might have to remove that.
Well, we don't need any code regarding the actual walking.
Well, we're still walking. The behavior of walking still applies the way that we're moving.
Well, point I'm making is he needs to actually just land, and all the stuff regarding weird exceptions is for this code to handle, not for the landing.
Hmm.
Like it should switch immediately to the ground state.
Step fall direction, step fall velocity. We want to keep that. The move distance, we want to keep that. It's really this part. I'm gonna put a region, you say old land code. We're just gonna block all this off.
To be fair, the old link code seems to work as well.
It does, but there's more enhancements that we've made since then. So that's the old land code, and region landing code airbook. So we're going to do this basically in the same order of operations as the other one. We're going to try to move and to land on something, and if we don't detect anything, then we just move. And whoever has the smallest distance to whatever they bumped into is the winner, essentially. The winner of the collision lottery. So if the walk goes and nothing else contests it, then you do the walk, etc., etc. If you bump into if you use your corner, you bump into something, and nothing else can test it, then you just move up to that corner. But if you find a spike that has less distance, then you only move up to the spike, etc., etc. It's the same thing we were doing in walking. It's just going to be while we're now falling through the air. And that's going to be the interesting part, because once you hit a wall, you need to adjust for it. And I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet.
How is left and right hand movement handled currently in the air?
Same way. Because you're really just moving in the same manner. You just happen to be in the air while doing it.
But there's no indexes?
What do you mean?
You don't have any index anymore because you're not an object anymore.
Right, so when you fall through the air, you'll just be moving in a certain direction. It won't be a walk forward, it will just be applying the direction and the force behind it. And
Well, if I
that
remember correctly, that it already keeps... well, it already follows rotational gravity, right?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So essentially, the biggest change is going to be just that, like I said, where we use the move towards to keep them on the line. We don't have to worry about doing that. We'll just take the fall direction and apply the fall velocity to it, whatever remains of it. So this move distance essentially is going to end up being that. Actually, what is fall velocity? Step velocity.
So you're saying that whatever velocity remains in the falling needs to be kept into the movement?
The move distance is
Okay.
combined speed.
Like it needs to transition from one to the other.
Yeah, I think we need to pick between these two. What the hell? Which one's which here? What is this now? Fall velocity. It's the transform up step fall speed. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's adding the fall speed in with the walk speed. So this is getting your direction. This is getting your force and your direction with your velocity. And then it's stripping that down into a direction here. And then the move distance is how much you're going to actually move. That's your momentum. Okay, and then you'll take the distance times the momentum. Okay, so this really is only a way to facilitate how to get the direction. We're actually not using this anywhere else, I believe. Yeah, I don't think it's actually using it for anything. Let me uncomment this and just do a reference check just to make sure. But I think it's not actually using this for anything interesting. Yeah, it's not. It's only a way to facilitate the walk direction. So you could, just to kind of make sure that we don't use it, what I would probably do is just do this. Just spit it into the front here. So, calculate the direction by calculating the velocity and taking normal. So, I know I was confused by this for a very long time. If I say normal, that takes something and scales it between 0 and 100%. So between 0 and 1, takes whatever you've got and scales it down to a scale between 0 and 1. You can think of it like a percent. Say I've got 6 meters out of 10 meters. Okay, well you scale that down, you normalize it, that now becomes 0.6 out of 1. That's all that.
Call it normal.
That's normalization. Making
Sounds like irregular talk to me.
It's really, if you think about what it means, like to normalize something, to make everything normal, to make everything uniform, we're going to use the 0 to 100%, the 1 to 0 spectrum for everything. When you normalize it, it condenses it down to that spectrum. It makes everything the same scale. So that's all that means. And I had no idea what the hell that meant for so long, so that's why I feel the need to explain it whenever I bring it up. Because I used to watch videos like this and be like, I have no fucking clue what he's talking about. I have no idea what the hell normalizing is.
You used to?
I haven't watched a tutorial video in a long time. Of course, I would classify these as tutorial videos. God knows, don't take our example. Jesus Christ, you can do much better than us. We're the game dev scrubs. We're not the game dev pros. Write the title.
Don't sell yourself short.
It's true.
You've been coding since the 90s.
No, not the 90s.
Okay, zeros then.
Let's see. You think I'd have more to show for it, right? But I never. Well, I mean, for a period of time.
Black One Click Multimedia Future was coding.
Yeah, I started off on 1.5. I had the upgrade kit from 1 to 1.5. I had to download it every time my computer fucking died. I had to reformat. Download it again. It was like
every time you're like, this is not good enough for what I want to do.
No, it's not. It wasn't. Absolutely
It never is.
Now they've added scripting and stuff, but I highly doubt that it's really up to snuff. I've seen the games made with it, and it's still, I see a lot of the same old issues that I ran into way back in the day. We're gonna need this. Corner magnitude correction. What is this? Local walk direction. Oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Oh, we need to do this. You need to copy this as an air version. So, air process.
You're making Uncle Bob very upset.
Uncle Bob? Who's Uncle Bob?
Microsoft Bob.
Oh, Microsoft Bob.
It's your copy and paste code.
Why is he usually say you should never copy and paste?
Never.
And you know what? He's right, but you will. I guarantee you will.
All of this should be referencing the same code block.
What I'm gonna do is just keep these commented out, and as we need to add them, we'll add them back in. But we may not need every single one.
Well, you can analyze which one you don't need, definitely.
Well, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, we might need something that represents this, and I'm not sure. And the walk right hit, because this essentially, it might go by a different name, but its functionality is going to be there where we want to attach to the ground. And it is really an intersection between the airwalk and the normal, but it's probably not going to operate exactly the right way, so I'm just going to leave that there. And same thing with this one. I really don't know what we're going to do if we hit a wall with the walk ray. I don't know about that. I'm not sure if you could. I mean, I guess if you were skinny enough, you could.
You should make sure it doesn't do anything.
And then ceiling ray. That's normal. It has to operate normal. The corner arrays we're gonna have, but like I said, I'm just gonna reactivate them one at a time as we get.
Unless you're really awfully rotated,
Yeah,
should be happy.
shouldn't. Okay, so falling code, air process less distance type, walk system, fall system, gray hit type. I don't know. We'll just consider it all falling. It's fine. We'll use that as the verb.
Jumping is falling.
What's falling?
Jumping is falling.
What's falling?
Jumping.
Oh, jumping is falling. Yeah, jumping is falling in reverse. You're just falling away from the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So let's use that as a verb. We'll use fall. Last walk sign. I really don't know if this should be being set to 0. I really don't.
Lost fall sign.
Well, I don't know if I want to rename it either because this is a universal.
No, I'm
thing.
saying we might need a vertical version of it at some point.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Well, let's not add anything.
Gonna need it eventually because
We don't know. We don't know that. Let's not add it until we absolutely need it.
I expect it to. But yeah, okay, sure.
Step fall direction.
Because we're gonna actually be doing walking across the wall. Wall falling. It's gonna be a fun one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real fun. Let's see. This is walk direction. We don't need that because we have our fall direction, so we're good there. Get corner magnitude. We actually do use this, right? Yeah, that was the whole thing we went through. Calculate so we can tell where on the edge of the collision box from the center point outward on our walk direction we would end up. Do we need that here? I guess we do, because if we're walking up, well, if we're jumping up and to the right, we may still need to detect something like that.
I'm pretty sure this is specifically a line wrap thing.
Kind of. I'm trying to remember exactly what we used it for. We used it to get the range that we would detect either a transition or a wall with the walk range.
It's not important here.
Yeah, it might not be. Alright, let's pretend.
All we really need to think to do is cast a ray from the center point. That ray sees a line and then switches gear to the other system.
We don't need an index. That's the line. Got move distance. Walk speed. Wait, so just different ones? Walk speed, fall speed. Interesting.
Walk speed specifically across a line ref.
And then combined speed is what we want in the air. Oh yeah, so step, fall speed, step, walk speed. Okay, that's all taken into consideration. We've already got that. Okay, detect line end. We don't need anything in here. Because there is no line end. We're not on a line. Original move distance. Yeah, let's get that just in case. In fact... Oh wait, no, we don't want that. We need to truncate before we get... Let me write that so I don't get confused again. Need to truncate to line in before storing here. Otherwise, you may overshoot a line and if you use this. Okay. Decide whether to cast aside the last floor collider. I don't know if we're going to need that. We'll just leave that out for now. I'm sure we'll need something eventually, but I don't know if we're going to need this exactly right now. So, walk, move distance is move distance, walk, cast, ray cast, move distance. Was this plus the corner magnitude? Which I don't know if we'll need it or not. That was just to detect walls along the floor, right? For transitions.
We don't need it.
Yeah, I don't think we need that.
Okay,
Okay.
so anything to do with actual movement across the line is not necessary.
Hmm.
We just need to detect the line and then extend the line ref.
So we do need this, which ends up being. Oh, we gotta do. What are we gonna call it? Fall center ray. Move this distance. Is that, and then we use that to do this, and this is fall direction, not walk direction. And hold on a second.
To get the coverage struck.
It's weird. 1 second slow, then it's yelling.
Yeah, I know. It's just too loud. Anyway.
Your
alright.
stream is gonna get the audio cut now.
No, it wasn't anything bad. It was just picking up on the mic.
Could have been.
I don't know. I guess it could have been. I'll have to review it later. I don't know. I mean, I turned it off when I yelled to the other room, so. Alright, let's see. We're gonna call this center ray hits. It's not really a 4 ray anymore. We'll draw the ray. So, if
Why don't we just call it the land ray or something?
good point. Basically is. Landing ray. Okay, step. Fall direction.
Although to be fair, we gotta reach a point with our corners are gonna do landing systems too.
That's true, too.
Once the system is in place.
Alright, I'm just gonna call it center ray.
Yeah, well, the falls into ray, yeah.
I don't think there's anything else that shoots from the center, so it should be.
There's tops of the ray.
What's it?
There's the tops of the ray.
Well, yeah, but I mean from the bottom center. No shoots. Okay, so there's the debug to see it. And got that. Now these are debugs. We probably want to do that though. Probably want this. It'll use the same set of data, so just the 4 is fine. Center 4 was hit. Center 4 just okay. So now we got to do the actual core loop here, which is gonna look a little different, but we're gonna copy it wholesale first, and we'll go on from there. I can put a breakpoint over here so we know that's where we left off. Oh, and then 4 ray hits. Now center ray hits. Okay, so center fall was hit. Sure. Center fall ray last distance. Oh, that should be capital L. It doesn't really matter as long as it's consistent, but just for readability. 4 ray hits, we're using center ray hits now. So let's replace those. Center ray versus center fall last Well, that's right. How do we call it? Something else. Fall center ray move distance. And blast distance here. Another center ray replacement. I'm so sorry, Bob. I'm making you sad. Stored resolve. Alright,
You brought all this up by yourself.
We don't need this. We need walk ray. Center ray. Center ray. And then center forwards head. Okay, like I said, not all this is going to be necessarily right, but I want to get rid of it. It's going to be walk direction is downward.
Downward. Down the index, you mean?
We're gonna need rules for these. So walk direction is downward.
I am not so sure what is concerned itself with the walk direction.
Well, this is if we're moving up or down, we need to know that. Hey,
Yeah,
thank you.
close enough.
Thank you. I don't think the audio came in. I'm so sorry, but Deku just subscribed. Deku Star. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah. So.
We don't need to be walking across anything.
Well, no, we're not walking.
Yeah, that
Remember,
doesn't
the verb here is falling. Are we falling up or are we falling down? We need to know that.
Yeah,
So-
but downward here is probably where the index lower.
Nope. It's whether or not the walk direction is up or down.
Okay.
So we do want that.
That part, sure,
The
okay.
music's too loud. Oh, I'm sorry. This track is a little loud. Let me know if that's alright. This track in particular is a little loud. Like that, just that. Okay, so we're falling. So we're gonna say fall direction. That way. Fall direction. And my voice is too low, you can barely hear me. Well, hopefully it's evened out a little bit. Let me know how it is now. Well, not the audio just cut, but the music just cut. Yeah, alright. New music started. Let me know how it's working. So we'll
Of course, we should never be fighting a freaking line rep whenever we're going upward.
No, not necessarily, but local walk direction. What the hell is local walk direction?
It means what it means. It's relative to the rotation of the player.
Oh yeah. Go to here.
That's for the rotational gravity system.
Oh, this is that corner magnitude ship. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I see why we're doing it here. That's so we can easily check the X and the Y. Alright, we need this. We may not need the rest of it, but we do need this. So... will be fall direction. And then we'll do the local fall direction. And that'll make these unhappy, but we'll just paste them in there, and then now it should be happy. So now we have the fall direction is downward, upward, and we can insert these. I'm very sure that those will become very important very soon. Okay. Fall. Wait. Let's move this. Yeah. Okay. Fall. Center ray. Walk ray. Cast. Oh, I don't think we need this. This is detecting that wall. I don't think we need that. Yeah, because that's where we split the ray into 2 zones. This is the outer zone, and I don't believe we need that. Or do we?
Zone?
Remember we had the walk ray, the inner zone would find a transition to a new collider, and then up until the point that it meets the outside of the player's collider, and then everything past that would be detecting an additional
We don't need it.
wall. I don't think so.
Like I said, that has to do with moving across the line. We're not going to do this here.
Yeah, I guess we don't. So let's get rid of that.
Because at that point we're no longer falling, we're already grounded.
Hmm. So center.
It's going to come across maybe the other system, but it's not here.
Shit. Yeah, that one. I don't know what the hell I did. Oh, feedback hub. Oh, feedback. Oh yeah, I actually gave him something once. Alright, maybe that was just a screenshot. 4 ray hit now needs to be center ray hit. We need 4 ray hit to, or ray ID to center ray ID. Okay, so what is this? We get the 4 collider result. It wants to know if we're moving higher or lower. That's a 4 result. What is this?
That part.
Maybe. Hold on. Gets a line ref. Yeah, maybe not. This. Oh, this checks whether or not it is. No. What do we use this for? Stored result. 4 collider results. Center. Not really sure what this is for. Because we can hit multiple things, I think is what it was. Okay. Let's look at it from the top here. Debug shit. Only looking for different colliders than the one we're standing on. Okay, so that's like a... We don't want to do the omission here, right? But we're not standing on anything. Our collider box, we need that one. And current line ref, we don't have one. Yet. I don't know. This might be applicable for like falling off the corner though? Yeah, I guess that's what we need to...
Not now.
Yeah. Use last collider emission. No, I don't think we're gonna need that. Yeah, maybe.
No.
Not for this ray, maybe. 2 and 4. Don't detect ourselves. Same distance as the last, and we also surface line. If we don't get something good, that gives us a surface line reference. Yeah, I think this is our 4 reference. Well, our line reference,
I assume you want to make the line ref within this section?
Yeah. And here we
Because
check
otherwise it's
whether
going to do
or
it a bit late.
not a 4. And if it is a 4, then we check its distance. We allow this result because it's the tolerance zone. Well, we don't care about the fucking tolerance zone. Yeah, so
Do we?
anything with this overlap tolerance, we don't want. Overlap intersection. Oh, that's our intersection. We might need that. Because if we land at a biggie intersection, that
Mhm.
might not work out too well for us. If we're gonna do
Then you're stuck
that.
forever.
Probably. Center ray hits. Awesome. Next up, it's a 4. Do me center ray hit distance is less than the fall ray move distance. So that means it's closer than it's closer to than how far we would move unabated. Then we check if the distance is greater than or equal to the last hit detected, successful hit detected. Right, and so if it's in the overlap tolerance, we do want to count that. So that's right. Because this is for the biggie intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it's not acceptable, then we break out. Because we've gotten our closest possible hit. And then otherwise, we store the Ford Collider result, which has in it this word here, a whole bunch of shit apparently. Single dimension, maybe redundant. That's all. What were we doing here? Because eventually we had to. Yeah, this is all related to Biggie. So we do need to do that. I don't know about the moving higher or lower though.
That's what I was saying.
That's our modded angle.
All this should be concerned about is just getting landed.
Yeah, but we have to land on the right line.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the equivalent of moving higher or lower is in this case. If that was indexing, moving to the higher or lower index.
Yeah.
And we had this whole scaling bullshit.
In this case, it's equivalent to horizontal movement. X left, X right.
Might be. But if we turn around, that's not necessarily the case either. I'm not really sure.
Also, yeah, if things are actually flipped inside out,
Yeah.
it might not be better.
Because remember,
Some-
higher and lower doesn't. It's just index higher or lower. But we could
I don't
probably
think you
do
just code.
Not for this particular part, I guess. We can just give it false for both, and then it will naturally bypass this because it's not just an else, but it also checks the yes. So we give both false. 'Cause I don't think that's going to be pertinent here, and we'll just leave it off. And stored result. Let's see, we're gonna call these false centered collider results. Yeah, change that. This one's going to be active stuff in the lower part. So false center range. And this is going to be a fall process. That's what we call it. Oh, air. Not called fall. If that's what I thought it was supposed to be in the moment, that's probably what it should be. And this is the one. Yeah, so that way we have. Okay, this is the 4 intersection, right? So, hold on a moment, we have to add that in. So this will be center ray land intersection. There we go. And that should be all right. If it didn't detect the 4, we just want to ignore it, I think. Because we're not searching outside. We don't have to search a walk line, like you said, so we don't have to search that. I think we'll be all set. Okay. Just trying to think. Do we need anything else here? It looks like everything's taken care of. Everything looks like it has a competent name. Centerfolds. Why is it a number like this? Oh, it's assignment number use, but we'll get to that use in a minute. We'll leave these as 4 raycast results. That's fine. It's just debug shit anyway. We know what it means. Okay, I think we can move on to the next set here. My breakpoint here. So it's going to be this. We're essentially checking to see if the results of this ray were actually valid. So the center fall was hit, and then the center fall last. No, not last distance. Ray cast. Okay, so center ray move distance. We don't have a corner magnitude correction, so we're getting rid of that entirely. We're not subtracting anything, so we shouldn't need that either. May not need. May not need anything. Okay, I see what's going on here. So if it didn't get hit, then we need this to revert back to fall move distance. We don't have a fall move distance. Just a move distance. Oh, this is supposed to be walk move distance. It's just gonna go back to move distance. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. We don't even need that. Let's just do this. If it hit something, cool. If not, then whatever. Like, you don't even want to run this if it's not. So, might actually be able to optimize that down here too. Put a note in here. This may be able to be optimized like falling version. And region. Japanese weeb language. Okay, so this is the last. No, we don't want the last. This is what we want. No, we do want the last. This is what are we saying? Wait, why are we storing these results here? Are we ever actually checking these? Oh, it's when we transition is when we... Oh, wow, we don't even... Oh, Hold on. Hold the fuck up. This doesn't make sense to me. Oh, these are out of order. Okay, stored add. What's the next nearest one? It's gonna be this. That's the debug. Really, it doesn't check until the transition to the next collider. Okay, yeah, we would probably check that at the end, so that's normal. We'll leave that till later. Because it's gonna see, hey, did you actually end up, was that actually your most valid result in the end? And then it goes to check all that stuff. Okay, we'll leave that. Let's stick to doing it in order. That's fine. Relearning it as I'm going through. Some of this stuff we haven't touched in so long. I'm looking at it like, what the hell did we do? But it's good to step through because, like I said, we may have found an optimization here and other stuff. So I wanted to look. Walk, raycast, move distance is less than. Okay, so move distance is going to get overwritten by this. And then the hit type's actually going to change. So this is our... Yeah, our fall center move distance is less than move distance. The move distance gets set to it, and then a fall system ray hit type is gonna get to fall center ray hit type, whatever we happen to hit up here, which might actually only be one result, but we can optimize that later. We may not have to actually store this, but we'll see. The only reason that we had it as a separate temporary value is because you had those two zones, and so you could get two different types of results, a wall or an intersection. But in this case, we eliminated the wall for. But I'm not going to break what's fixed, so we'll optimize it later. We just want to get it working. Okay, so we've successfully done the landing code, I believe.
Tested?
Oh, no, not yet. You look at it first. Okay, the next thing will be the ceiling ray. So, yeah, I guess we should just piecemeal test it then. Just wanted to make sure that that section was complete there. Might actually be okay. So, yeah, alright. Geronimo. As long as I don't have any compile errors.
As far as I can tell, the ceiling code should be the exact same.
Here's Ricky. Alright, I know why it's not working, because we're not actually applying the force at the end. We do have to actually apply the force. So let's kind of skip ahead down here and take a look at where that actually happens. It'll be a little bit different, like I said, for Ricky here, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, we'll. Microstep debug. Okay. Yeah, we have to make a different one for the air fall version for the debug here. I'm just looking ahead here to make sure we've got everything we need ready to go. Final collision data, touched wall. That's fine. Do the walk. This is really what we're looking at here. We don't have a higher or lower, so we don't give a shit about that.
Shouldn't the correct system already in place in the old code?
Technically, but it's out of date, so I'm just gonna do it over again. So we're basically just moving in that one direction, and we don't have to worry about all these world point shits because we're not walking to an endable line. It should be a very straightforward process here. So we're gonna do, this is falling code, so we're just gonna do the fall. And so we had this. Not sure exactly why this is here. This might have been to force the position change, but I don't think that's actually needed. Our collision box. Yeah, I don't think that's actually needed because this down here, where is it? This refreshes the collider, so we won't worry about that. It's a good thing I saw it then too. We don't really need it. It just might actually interfere later on. So we want to do the walk, or we want to do the actual move, and I think we're editing transform here. Yeah, so transform that position is going to be changed. So we'll just do that. Equals. That one key is sticking. Transform position plus step that combined speed times fall direction. Step fall direction. Don't like it. So this is a vector 3. This is probably a vector 2, right? Yeah, okay. So we have to cast it as a vector 3, otherwise it'll be unhappy. Hey, what's up? We are programming the falling code so that we don't fall inside of things. We're reprogramming the landing code to be up to date, and then we'll try to get to the
Why didn't you write equals plus, by the way?
What? Where? What?
Transform position?
Yeah.
Equals plus instead of equals?
Oh, plus equals? You can't do it because it's a property. It's not a variable. So if you try to do it, it'll bitch at you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Or it should. Mostly. Oh, shit, we're out of time. Yeah. Game Engines is tough. What the fuck? Would it really let me do that now? I guess you can do that now. You used to not be able to do that. I guess maybe the new version added the ability to do that. Okay.
Let's get the guy landed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's get Ricky landed here. We do have to do a couple additional things, and that's this stuff here. If we don't do this, then his his glider doesn't actually move. Okay, so current 4 line ref, blah 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 is valid, blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. Final collision data touched wall. For this, then main magnitude equals 0. That's fine. I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave that. No, there's no way that we can reach the end of the line. Really reach the end of the line? Oh, with no continue. Okay, we'll just truncate that out. And then we'll refresh the glider. This might work. This might be enough. Might be enough. He's saying, like, making your own engine's a nightmare. How long have we been at this? How many weeks? Oh, he's fallen.
It's very infrequently. So.
And he fell through the floor. Did we get there?
Oh, his speed's slow.
I don't know. I really don't know. Hey! I got some bits! Thank you! 189 bits from Kirma. Kirma. I'm saying that right? Thank you very much. That is much appreciated. I didn't see any error here. Other than my shit. It didn't do it. Surma. Okay, that makes sense. The C is always weird in English. Surma. Well, thank you.
Did he actually make Lyra?
Thank you for dog food, honey.
Yeah, pretty much. Didn't get a line ref, no. Oh, is it setting a line ref? No, you. Oh, you know why? Because we're not doing this part here where we're actually transitioning. Where we're not detecting it fully. Yeah, shit. Okay, that's gonna be a whole big fucking thing. So I guess we'll just have to leave it here. But yeah, we made good progress though. We did fix that glitch, thank God. And we've got a good head start on this. So it is detecting it, but because, like I was saying, it's storing it's storing all the results to use later. In this part, we're not actually looking at this and applying it. It's just storing them and doing nothing with them currently. So that's why he falls through for it. So we have to test for it here, and then we actually have to apply it down here after the fall. So yeah, that'll be our next. So check for detections and then apply for transition. Yeah. So that's what we have to do next. But again, that's going to be a process. So, but we're on the right track. I think that will be the only piece left in order to land on something, and that should do okay. So, yeah, we did pretty good. I mean, it doesn't feel like we did a lot because it's still like it's not landing yet. But for an hour and a half, we did pretty good. We fixed the glitch. We started and didn't break anything all along the way. We started the bowling, so we're doing okay. We're doing okay for
break everything, man.
Yeah, I broke everything. So, all right. Then, in that case, we have. What are we doing next time? Oh, next time is Christmas. So.
Mega Man.
Oh yeah. On Sunday, we're doing Mega Man 11.
Oh, Sunday. Okay.
Yeah. We're doing Sundays now. We're gonna play Mega Man 11. That'll probably be around noon on Sunday. And that's because Mega Man's anniversary was the 17th. Hooray! Happy birthday, Mega Man.
I have a Christmas Eve gift for everyone. Be sure to show up.
Oh no. So that's what, Tuesday, right? Yeah. Okay, so we might. Well, I guess we're gonna have a terms of service. Terms of service.
Merry Christmas to you.
Well, Merry Christmas. Terms of service.
Shut up.
Only good boys and girls here.
Yeah, only good boys and girls, not on this stream. It's only bad boys and girls.
That's right, we're not allowed in Smash.
Yeah. Okay, so the 24th then, you want to do something special. Time pending. And then the 26th?
We gotta go back to work.
Do we?
Yeah, we only get Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off.
Oh, we get even day, not day and day after.
Yeah, it's just even day, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'll double check. But I'm pretty sure it's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So.
Fuck, do I want to do something the day after Christmas? Does anybody show up? Ah, fuck it, let's do it.
Probably, I mean,
Yeah, let's do it. Okay,
most
we'll
people get that day off. Most people aren't bound to be corporate masters that we are.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do Thursday, the 26th. So it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like it was today. And we'll be back with more of this stuff. And the Monday, the 23rd, will be Pocket Fighter EX development stream, 8 p.m. like this one, Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so there's no break for Mark on Christmas. I guess not.
Well, we're used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, remember? Oh god, I lost track of the holidays. and we were working on Hamster Drop, and it's Christmas, and I'm like, why is nobody here? What's going on? And I'm like, oh yeah, I asked Tim to come in on the 25th, and he's like, dude, it's Christmas. I'm like, fuck. I forgot all about Christmas.
I think Cruz was the most upset with that one.
Year he had to be hospitalized for malnutrition.
Oh, shut up.
Uh-huh.
No, it wasn't malnutrition.
You fucking lived off of Campbell's cream of mushroom soup and spaghetti.
Okay, look, I don't know what it was. They don't know what it was, but
Yeah,
I'm
bullshit.
better now. I'm better now. There was no official diagnosis. Fuck you. Okay, yeah, that's pretty
I
much
think it was Cruz who was upset.
Yeah, somebody asked to come in, but he's like, dude, it's Christmas. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Christmas.
Don't give him attention, you're killing him.
So
He doesn't know any better.
I guess that covers it. So that's our week outlook. We'll have Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. I'll finally get to play Mega Man 1. That'll be fun. Alright, that's pretty much it. Then I guess we'll get the hang of it. Oh yeah. Well, that's what I hear. Nobody's talking
Best-selling
about it
Mega
anymore.
Man decades.
It felt like a flash in the pan.
No.
So we've got
Everybody's beaten it already.
top tier patrons to read off the names of.
He's tapping his paper like Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, that's what I said last time too. The most generous people on the planet. We got Zombie Killer, we got Miguel Tabasco, Corporal Chungus, Mike Cruz, Taryn Williams, AJ, and Bryce Nagaline Gum. I'll pronounce it right this time. How about that? Since apparently I can't read, but Amber can read, and she's like, "Oh, it's Nagaline Gum," and I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" Of course, I've been reading it wrong.
I had a college reading level in 6th grade.
Yay!
Yay, they did tests.
That is unusual for Kentucky.
But shut up, I have most of my teeth too on the catch.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here then. So we'll see you guys then on Sunday.
Yeah, because none of you nerds go to church.
Aww.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, we'll be out by noon. Most people go to church at like 8 in the morning. Which we did in New York.
That's weird. The few times I went to church, it was always at like 11.
Oh, man, we had to wake up early.
Well, you're on a little.
Oh. This is a dry county.
That's the joke.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't mean that they can't get it. They just gotta travel for it.
I'm kidding, it's meth.
Aww. Yeah, welcome to East Kentucky. Alright, yeah, we're getting out of here. Tim, anything else to say, or we're all done?
Scrub out.
Scrub out. Alright. You guys have a good one, and scrub out.